What is up, best ones worldwide? It's the best one, Donnie here, back with a brand new WWE San Diego Comic-Con Day 1 and 2 reveal reaction video. If you're not a best one yet already and you want to watch me rebuild my collection or relive my nostalgic memories and watch me eventually review all these figures when we do get them in hand, recommend you guys to hit that subscribe button now, turn on the post notifications, because of course you already know the grind is real. And today we're going to be talking about all the new reveals that we got. This is going to be a very long video, so definitely sit back and relax. I want to give you guys my genuine thoughts on all the new figures that we got on display, all the rendering images that they showed from day 1 and 2. And I'm sure by the time this gets uploaded, there's probably going to be more to be seen, but we'll cover that in a whole separate video. And with the AEW Jazzware figures, we're also going to be doing that in a separate video as well because of how long this is going to be, talking about all the new WWE figures, from the Elites to the LJNs to the Superstars to the Ultimate Editions and even the main events. We're going to talk about all of it. So with that being said, let's get it. The grind is real. Let's get into all the WWE stuff. That is what you guys are here for. And there's so much to reveal and talk about because we're covering both day 1 and half of day 2. Let's start things off with the LJN figures. It looks like it's going to be a Target line. And if you don't know what LJN figures are, they're basically the old school wrestling figures before we got the Hasbros, before we got the Jakks Pacific, before we got the Mattels. And pretty much we're going back old school here with modern guys and legends. And AEW actually had the LJN line for a little bit in their unrivaled and unmatched collection. But now they're partnering up with big rubber guys. So now WWE has sweeped in and they'll be producing LJN figures. The first figures we're going to talk about is Wave 1. And it looks like in Wave 1, we do have the reveal here. It's going to be John Cena, Logan Paul, Dusty Rhodes, and Hulk Hogan. And I will say the only figure probably in this LJN wave that I'm probably going to get is John Cena because that's my guy. This is really cool for the old school collectors. I think Logan Paul being in this wave is definitely smart because he does sell. Dusty Rhodes and the polka dots. I wish they would give us other Dusties than that, but during the time, I don't think they ever made that, so that's probably why they're doing it. And Hulk Hogan, I think it's going to be really cool to compare this modern LJN to his original one back in the day, which I believe was Series 1. Also, we did get Jey Uso and CM Punk. It looks like those figures are going to be made, and they'll be coming out probably sometime in 2026. And also, we did get Wave 2 of the LJN Superstars, which looks like will be coming out in the spring of 2026. We got King Kong Bundy, Ultimate Warrior, Jesse Ventura, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. And my God, these look so good in rendering images. I hope that these are better than the ones that AEW produced, because they did have this line for a little bit, and then it just disappeared. But getting King Kong Bundy in there, I think, is a great move. Ultimate Warrior, I think they need to just continue to add those old school guys. And I think that Stone Cold looks great. I love the way they have him posed with the arms up. But it looks like we are going to be getting some LJN figures. So if you are interested in rubber guys, there you go. So now let's talk about the WWE Main Event figures. And this is just going to be all over the place. I think some are going to be in that Championship Showdown 2-pack, while others are going to be in the main line. There's just a lot of them to go over. So here we go. And starting things off, it looks like we have a 2-pack, Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa. and there's nothing really too special about it here. I do think the championships do look a lot better in these double packs than what we get in the Elite line, which is kind of sad to say, but it is true. Then we also do have a basic Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga, basically same attire, same gear, same everything, except it's just not an Elite figure. Then we also do have a Logan Paul and LA Knight. And it looks like Logan Paul is in his Cleveland Browns inspired gear, while LA Knight is in the white and the red attire. And I believe this is from their SummerSlam match when LA Knight ended up winning the United States Championship. Then we also did get a bunch of friggin' figures on display here in the main event line, which starting off, we do have Jade Cargill with the short hair. We've already seen that. Then we do have a Jey Uso here in the white and the blue Yeet attire. But the one thing I'm noticing here, like looking at all these figures, is they have accessories. So are we going to be getting accessories now with the main event line? I think so, because we also do have here a Attitude Era Undertaker, which looks so freaking awesome. That's one that I'm definitely excited about. But definitely, I think adding the accessories is going to just make this line even better, because they've already updated some little bits of articulation, so they're not full-on statues. So I think even having the accessories will add a little bit more to it. Then we do have Brutus the Barber Beefcake here. They do like to throw in a legend, so I think that that's a good option. Then we also do have here a Jimmy Uso, which I will say I really like this jumpsuit that he is wearing, the shiny red. I think that that's going to look really good when it comes out. Then we do have some gray prototype figures also here on display. It looks like we got a Kevin Owens. We have a Penta and even a Trish Stratus figure. And that might be a modern Trish from the way it looks. I hope it is a throwback, though. Then we also do have a couple figures that we've already seen, which I believe are about to be up on Ringside Collectibles pretty soon, or they're probably already up on there. We have Tiffany Stratton with the baby blue. We have Xavier Woods, which I think is a throwback figure from his like heel New Day run in 2015. We do have Wendy Chow, Standard, and Chase, which I'm excited about getting that figure when it does come out. And then we also do have a Tonga Loa with the eye patch as well in the suit. I wonder if we are going to get a Tama Tonga in a suit as well to kind of match it. We'll have to wait and see. But we also do have here an updated Gunter with the blue attire here. And we do have a Dirty Dom, which is pretty much just a basic, but now with the updated head sculpt that we're getting in the WWE Elite Series 119. I do like that they do have the shirt like around the waist there. I think that that looks good. We're getting an NXT women's wrestler, Kalani Jordan, which I do really like the gear here with like the silver and the black. She's definitely an upcoming star that some people should be paying attention to. Then we're going to be getting a Kairi Sane in just plain black attire. Meh. Uncle Howdy, it looks like we're going to be getting him with the green mask. So if you want to take that green mask and put it on the Ultimate or even the Elite that's going to be coming out pretty soon, you could do that. And, ooh, this Roman Reigns looks pretty good. We got more of a pissed off head sculpt. He's got his OTC shirt on. Looks like he's got the long pants. And I do like that some of these main event figures, like, they don't wear just plain shoes. And I do like that they got Roman wearing some nice shoes there. No plain basic stuff. Then we also do have here a farewell tour John Cena. And it looks like it was from France, which, man, if they gave us a soft goods shirt, like, I would probably buy this, but I don't really like the rubber shirt that they do on these Roman Reigns and John Cena's. I do like see what they're trying to do, but I'm not a fan of it. Then we do have a Rey Mysterio here with a weird looking mask with the LWO shirt. And we do have a new Dragon Lee with the black and red attire. Then we even have a promo attire CM Punk with the short hair. He's got his best in the world shirt. And then he also does have some colorful looking shoes there. I can see a lot of people buying these for the shoes and then putting them on like an Elite or something. Then we also do have here a Liv Morgan, and it looks like they're using her Elite 103 head sculpt. And I'm glad they're doing that because that's Elite 19 head sculpt. Makes freaking little kids have nightmares. Then we do have Drew McIntyre with the Money in the Bank briefcase. and he's got his black and like dark green attire. Jey Uso with the white, and he's got the camouflaged yeet going on. Then we do have the final boss Rock with the white pants and the Versace vest, which is his white one from WrestleMania 40. Then we do have Seth friggin' Rollins with some white attire there with a microphone. And yeah, we got a lot of friggin' main event figures coming out, guys. And it looks like we are going to be getting some more women main event figures as well that were revealed during the panel. And we got a new Becky Lynch coming out, a new Trish Stratus, which is modern, I think from Toronto. And first time in the line, Sol Ruka. I don't care. I'm paying that extra money on Ringside Collectibles. I am getting that immediately when it goes up for pre-order. Sol Ruka has been one of my favorite women wrestlers in the NXT brand. And man, they're disrespecting her with this friggin' main event. Even though it looks fantastic, she should be getting an Elite figure ASAP. And then we also did get a couple reveals here. We got Jey Uso and Braun Breaker as a 2-pack. Then we also do have the New Day. It looks like it will be their heel run. Xavier wearing the black gear, Kofi wearing the green. And then we do have Liv Morgan and Dirty Dom. And it looks like the shirt is Dirty Dom and Liv Morgan making out. And she also will be coming with the Women's World Championship. And I will say for main event figures, not bad. We got a lot of things to definitely look forward to. I love those first time in the lines. Those are the ones that I definitely like to keep my eyes on. But now let's get into the WWE Superstar figures. And this is a line that at first I was laughing at it and I wasn't a fan of it, but it has grown on me. And honestly, they are some of my favorite figures to collect. And pretty soon here on the channel, we have, I think, a 3-part WWE Superstars unboxing that's going to be coming out where I review 2 of the latest series that we got on the SummerSlam palette, and just a big miscellaneous one to pretty much catch up on all my superstars. And man, we got a lot of reveals here. And so let's start things off with the Mattel Creation exclusive that will be coming out this fall for pre-order. And that is the Rock 2-pack. It's going to have Rocky Maivida and the final boss. And I love these Superstar 2-packs, and I'm glad that they are Mattel Creation exclusives and not Walmart, because Walmart, their distribution sucks with these, but these figures look incredible. Rocky Maivida will be coming out with the Intercontinental Championship, and he's going to have all the tassels and everything, which looks great. And we even have the final boss with his white attire from WrestleMania 40 with the People's Champ. And I think that this is a great way to kind of add like modern people. I loved what they did with the Cody and the Dusty, but I love that we're getting like a rookie Rock and a current Rock. So that's one that I'm definitely really excited about. And we ended up we saw more on display here. And we do have Nikolai Volkov, which I'm sure you could pair up with your Iron Sheik. We have Stone Cold Steve Austin, his first Superstars, George the Animal Steel, and Rob Van Dam. Also, we got the Hurricane. And man, one thing I love is the soft goods on these. We have a new Ultimate Warrior. We also do have the Steiner brothers with the WWE Tag Team Championships. And it looks like they're going to be wearing their Michigan yellow and navy blue wrestling gear, which I do like a lot. So we've known about most of these WWE Superstar figures, but the ones that we got revealed, oh, I cannot wait to add these to the collection. And I'm sure a lot of people are probably going to end up paying second market if you do collect the Superstars line for these figures in particular. But we do have a new Hacksaw Jim Duggan that we get to add to this line, and Demolition, which will have Axe, Smash, and Crush. And the Crush, I don't think was on display here, but they did have Axe and Smash, which I think in this Superstars form, because they are supposed to be more cartoony, this is just a match made in heaven, and one that I'm just excited about. I love the Superstars line. Like, I have done a complete 180, but all these figures looked incredible on display, so I'm very excited about that. But now we need to talk about something that's huge, something that not only myself, but a lot of people in the wrestling figure community have been asking for, and that is new Elite style packaging. And it looks like the modern packaging is pretty much the same that we've gotten with the small window, except they got rid of the cardboard that was covering the lower legs. And I will say it actually looks so much cleaner, and I don't understand why they never just did this to begin with. And I could finally collect some new WWE Elite figures in the packages and get them signed, because I do refuse to get the small window figures autographed. Like, the only ones I think I have is Sandman and Scott Steiner, and they look so bad. They look awful. But I actually really like this new packaging. I think that having just like the simple rectangle just looks great. And this package does remind me of, I believe it's the 2018 style packaging, which was around like WWE Elite Series 50 to like 60. And yeah, I actually really like this packaging a lot. Looks a lot cleaner, so I'm definitely very excited about seeing what figures they're going to have in this Elite style packaging. And speaking of WWE Elites, we have a lot to talk about here, and we might as well start off with the top picks. We have Bash in Berlin, Randy Orton in the red attire, and Cody Rhodes to pretty much match that Randy Orton. And I'm a fan of the new Randy Ortons. I just wish that maybe they would give him bigger arms. But yeah, this red gear definitely looks great. Cody, it looks like he's still going to be pinless and he's going to be like a statue, which is so unfortunate for me. But it is what it is. But now let's get into the box sets. And starting things off, we do have Piper's Pit. And I think that this is a really cool exclusive. I believe it's going to be coming out to Target at some point. And I think they did a great job here. You're going to get 3 figures with this. You're going to get a Cowboy Bob Orton in the jeans. You're going to get Mr. Wonderful. And of course, Roddy Piper. And man, you're getting a lot with this. A lot of added value here. You're going to get the table. You're also going to get these chairs that I think look incredible, that maybe you can throw into like your office or something. You're also going to get this really awesome looking backdrop. And you're even going to get the old school microphone as well. And I think that this, my God, this might be a really cool, like 80s old school set here. Like, I love the box sets. I know some people hate them. I freaking love them. And speaking of one that I really love, it is this Walmart 3-pack WrestleMania 13. And this match actually just got inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Stone Cold, Bret Hart, and Ken Shamrock. This is one that I think a lot of us have been really wanting. I'm a huge Attitude Era fan, so this definitely makes me really excited. This is one of my favorite Bret Hart attires, and I really just hope that like the head sculpt looks better in person, but from the rendering images, looks like it's going to come out absolutely horrible yet again. Ken Shamrock with the referee cut-up shirt and the short shorts, I think, look fantastic. And man, all I want now for Shamrock is the black and gold attire, and I am set. Then we also do have Stone Cold as well, which he does have a defining moments coming out with the bloody head sculpt you could actually add on to the Steve Austin. And yeah, this is a set that I'm super excited about. Can't wait to see what it's going to look like mint on card. And finally, our last box set we do have here to talk about is the Wyatt 6 3-pack that will be coming to Walmart pretty soon, actually. Which we do have Eric Rowan, we have Nikki Cross, and Uncle Howdy. We also got to see Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy, which are upcoming WWE Elite figures, on the shelf here with the Wyatt 6, so you can kind of see how they all look together. And my God, these figures look amazing. I can't wait to get my Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy in the collection. Also really love the way the Wyatt 6 packaging looks. And yeah, that Eric Rowan looks so good with his rabbit mask. He's got the big help mallet. And then Nikki Cross, she looks great in like the white dress. Uncle Howdy, it is what it is. You could choose whether or not, if you want to save some money and just get the whole group, you could do that. You don't have to get the Ultimate Edition. But yeah, I actually really like the way all these Wyatt 6 figures came out. And they just won the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. So I think that this is perfect timing. Now let's get into the WWE defining moments, because there's lots to talk about when it comes to this line. And we might as well start off with Penta. And this will be his debut attire, which, man, this figure looks so good. And for a second, when I was looking at these rendering images, I thought that on the display, it was an Ultimate Penta, which I'm surprised we haven't got that announcement. But man, this defining moments looks great. I love the interchangeable mouthpiece. I think that that's going to add some more. That's going to just add more toyeticness to this figure. Also, on Ringside Collectibles right now, you could get Wave 1 of 2026 defining moment figures, and that is CM Punk and Jey Uso. They are up for pre-order, and we might as well talk about this CM Punk because, my God, this looks great, and this is from his dark match around the time when he was getting into WWE, but you could definitely get away with this being a Ring of Honor Punk, which is probably where I'm going to be adding him to my collection. He does have the red hair going on. He's got the shorts, so there's no tights here. And I'm really liking this new sculpt that they're using on the wrist tape here for CM Punk. And then Jey Uso, this is the defining moment when he won the Intercontinental Championship. I will say the Intercontinental title looks really good. He's going to have the Yeet foam fingers. And I really do like this Miami Vice City colors that he is wearing here with the baby blue and the pink Yeet. He'll also have the Yeet glasses as well that are pink, which look great. And then we also do have Cody Rhodes that will be coming out pretty soon with a new sculpted Winged Eagle Championship from the time Cody Rhodes showed up with the belt. Saturday Night Main Event, one time only. This is a figure that I'm really, really excited about. And that Winged Eagle Championship looks really friggin' good. And I hope that they I really hope they take the time and retool all their championships, because what they did with the World Heavyweight Championship earlier this year looks great. And I think that this Winged Eagle title might be one of their best friggin' championship toy belts that they have made so far. So I hope that this is a trending thing that they continue to do. Also, we did get the upcoming WWE defining moments that I believe you still can pre-order on Ringside Collectibles right now. We do have the bloody WrestleMania 13 Stone Cold Steve Austin. We do have Kurt Angle when he lost his hair. We have ECW Paul Heyman, which I got 2 of, so I'm really excited about that one. And we do have Logan Paul with his black and gold attire. Those will all be coming out in the fall of this year. But we did also get some gray rendering images during day 2 when they were revealing what we can expect. And the first one we have here is Ricky Saints. He's going to be getting his first WWE action figure. And we're also going to be getting a first time in the line Rey Fenix in defining moment packaging, just like his brother Penta. And this will be, I believe, his WrestleMania 41 attire that he wore in Las Vegas when he went against El Grande Americano. But I'm glad that we're actually getting more defining moment figures, but I am a autograph completist. I try to be with the defining moments line, and I think I might end it now. I think after the latest one that we got, or at least this one coming up will probably be the last one. But yeah, I'm running out of space. So now let's get into some of the pay-per-view Build A Figure lines, which right now I believe you can pre-order the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania ones. And these were already leaked, but we haven't seen the figures yet until now. And we're going to start off with the Royal Rumble Build Corey Graves. And my God, this Corey Graves looks so good. I actually really do like the blue suit that they're using here. Head sculpt is definitely a massive upgrade from that old basic that we got a long time ago. And yeah, this Corey Graves is one that I'm definitely excited to build. We're also going to be getting a 2010 Royal Rumble CM Punk. And I actually really like this head sculpt a lot on the CM Punk. And the gear looks great. Always one of my favorite attires. I do think that they should have definitely done a better job with the chest hair, because I thought around this time he did have the chest hair going on. But I definitely think that the CM Punk looks so good. It's going to fit that late Ruthless Aggression collection. Moving on now to our next figure here in the wave, we have 2025 Royal Rumble, one last time, John Cena in his Indiana Colts inspired gear. Any John Cena is a must for me, and yeah, these look fantastic, so I'm super excited about that. Moving on, we do have an old school Ultimate Warrior, which I'm kind of warriored out. I already have ones that I really like in my collection, but it looks like he will be coming with an accessory in his hands. Moving on now to our next figure in the wave, we have LA Knight, and this is from his Royal Rumble match back in 2023 against Bray Wyatt. So if you have that Ultimate Edition Bray Wyatt, you can put it with this LA Knight. And I do like that they kind of gave him the glow Kendall stick, and he does have like the bright yellow gear on, which does look great. And pretty much, if you buy CM Punk, John Cena, Ultimate Warrior, and LA Knight, you get to build Corey Graves. So actually, I don't mind that at all, that wave. But now let's get into WrestleMania 42. And we're going to be getting a build of Sam Roberts. He is a podcaster, in case you don't know who he is. Huge, long time wrestling fan. And I will say, don't really care about this, but if I'm already getting the wave, I'm going to build him and probably just throw him in my arena somewhere. And I will say, I actually really do like that they are giving you the option here. You could have him bald, or you could have him with the hair, with the bushy afro. I actually really do like that a lot. And in this wave, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I'm very excited about. I will say this, I'm very excited, though, about the figures that are in this wave that we need to get in order to build Sam Roberts. I actually really like this lineup. We do have here Stardust in his black and orange attire. I do think that this is a lot better than the first Stardust that we got with the polka dots, even though I do think the polka dot one is a little bit more toyetic. I actually think that this one looks a lot better in rendering images, but we never know until we do get the final product in hand. Then we also do have an old school Jake the Snake Roberts here, which, man, I love the black attire. I think that that looks really good. Then we also do have here WrestleMania 34 Seth Rollins. This is one that a lot of us have been really wanting WWE Mattel to make, and we're finally getting it with the gray and the black gear, which, yeah, this is one that I'm definitely excited to add to my collection. But the one that really stands out to me here, we all thought we were getting WrestleMania 23 because of the images that leaked, but that is not the case. We are getting a WrestleMania 24 John Cena in the black and orange football jersey, and this is a figure that I have been asking for the longest friggin' time. One of my all-time favorite John Cena entrances at a WrestleMania, and yeah, I'm super excited to get that figure, especially with the black and orange Hustle, Loyalty, Respect hat. And even with the updated wristbands and everything, this John Cena is one that I'm probably picking up multiples of because I just remember that moment. And yeah, that's going to look so good in action figure form. But overall, I will say definitely a really good looking pay-per-view lineup we have. So now let's get into the John Cena shelf, because they do have a whole shelf in their Mattel area dedicated to John Cena. And we'll try to fly through these. To start things off, we do have that exclusive from WWE World John Cena. I really want to know, like, where can we get these figures? We were supposed to get them from Walmart, but they literally canceled everybody's pre-orders. So I really want to know, like, where can we get this John Cena? And hopefully we get an answer pretty soon, because this is when he announced the farewell tour at Money in the Bank. Then on display, we also do have some of the collector edition John Cenas that we've been getting. We got the WWE Elite 118 John Cena from WrestleMania 22, which we actually did do a whole review video on that figure if you guys want to check that out. Then on display, we do have his WWE Elite 119 and 120 collector's editions. And I will say I'm actually really, really excited about this Russia John Cena in the maroon shirt. This was his first time he cut a promo as a heel. One of my favorite segments of 2025. Actually can't believe how fast they're getting this figure out, but one that I'm really excited about adding to the collection. We do have here John Cena. This might be one of the fastest like releases out there. Then we do have the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive for this year. We have the champ is here, John Cena, with 5 different championships. And I actually pre-ordered not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 of these John Cenas, because this is probably my favorite era of Cena, and one that I definitely want to do some fix-ups with and just have a lot of fun with. So I figured might as well get it now because the price is only going to go up from here. So we do have that on display, which looks great with all the championships that he's won throughout his career. Well, all the world championships he's won. Then we do have the Walmart exclusive Cena 3-pack here, which we've already seen with his debut look, Thugonomics, and United States Championship run back in 2015. I love everything about this 3-pack except the Word Life Thugonomics Cena. I wish it had the updated wristbands and not the painted on ones. Very, very disappointed about that. Then we also do have here one of the upcoming main event figures from his farewell tour on display there, even with the Invisible Cena that we already got a little while ago that people are still looking for because Walmart freaking sucks. Then we also do have here on display the original Elite Collection John Cena. This is Elite 3. And I think that they were just trying to show like his first figure and kind of compare it to all the figures that we do have here on display. But that would be an awesome ringside from the vault if they ever were to do that. But so many John Cena's coming out, and I hope they continue to pump these figures out as soon as possible. But now let's get into a new Walmart exclusive line, WWE and Street Fighters. And I'm not a big fan of the Street Fighter, so I'm just going to try to go over these quick. But I do love these custom attires that they are wearing, representing the characters in the video game and the movie. And we do have here Rey Mysterio, which looks great. All these figures look great, by the way. We do have here a Ultimate Warrior on display. Don't even know what that is. We have the Final Boss Rock, which I feel like this would be a really fun figure to just like maybe throw like a vest or something on, and you can make it just like a custom Final Boss with like the red pants. Because I do like that belt buckle he does have on. And then we do have here John Cena as well. And this is one that I definitely think I'm going to pick up because I do want to make maybe like a custom like Marine 1 Cena because he is wearing the Marine pants in there. So I could do a little fix up there. But I also really like the packaging because they did show that also on display, which reminds me of the Retro Fest packaging that we got a while back that were GameStop exclusives. I really do like the way they did that as like an old like retro video game cabinet. Like I'm a big fan of that. Then we also did get a couple like rendering images that were shown at the panel. We do have a Becky Lynch that's going to be a part of this wave. And we also do have a Batista that will also be a part of this as well. And you can find these at Walmart. So whoever's into Street Fighters and WWE, good luck. Let's get into the WWE Elite Legend figures. And man, they got a lot that I'm very excited to talk about here. And starting things off, we do have first time in the line, Mr. Fuji. And this is around the time when he was managing Demolition. So if you want to pair up your new Demolition figures that will be coming out pretty soon, you could do that with this Mr. Fuji. I do hope eventually we do get a Yokozuna Fuji manager. That's one that I really want. I honestly would prefer that one more than this one right here. Then we also do have Michelle McCool. It's been a very long time since we've gotten a figure of hers. She'll have the green attire and the broken championship because when she was a part of Lay Cool with Layla, they split the women's title in half. So I do like that we're getting that. And man, let me tell you, this Triple H looks really good in the blue tights here with the blue boots and that big gold World Heavyweight Championship 2003 gear, which I believe this is from WrestleMania 19, if I'm not mistaken. Then we also do have here a prototype figure on display of Jesse Ventura. And now that he signed a Legends deal, I'm not surprised that they are pumping out a lot of Jesse figures. So I know a lot of people are definitely excited about that. Then we also do have a new Stone Cold Steve Austin with the blue championship. I love that they're just giving us so many different Stone Colds with so many different promo attires. I really do like that a lot. Then we did get a couple rendering images as well, which these are, I think, early production, so they probably will be coming out in 2026. Starting off, we do have El Matador, who was a character in the mid-90s, played by Tito Santana. So I like that we're going to be getting a nice little 2-in-1 figure there. Moving on now to another first time in the line, we have Bold Nikito. I think I pronounced her name absolutely wrong, but I'm actually really excited about this because this will be our first real figure. It's not going to be a rubber one. It's going to be a articulated figure. And I actually got the opportunity to meet her not that long ago at Zombie Hideout. Only if this figure was out when I met her, I could have gotten it signed. But this figure looks really, really good. And one that you could definitely add to your new gen shelf because she did feud a lot with Alunda Blaze during this time for the Women's Championship. And right here, this is definitely a top 5 reveal. We're getting a Coda Crush, and this was on my wish list video, and it's pretty much going to be the same attire that he had with his WWE Jax Classic Superstars, the purple, the orange, and the yellow. I am so excited that we are getting a Kona Crush, and I really do hope eventually we get Evil Crush, Nation of Domination Crush, WCW. Oh my God, there's so many we need to get of this guy. And Kona Crush, this is one that I am very, very excited about adding to the collection. And I kind of hope low-key he is the chase because I wouldn't mind getting 2 different Crush gears. Evil Crush would be a perfect chase. And it looks like it's also been announced too in the panel that the Legends line is going to be Build-A-Figures now. And one of the Build-A-Figures that was revealed is Mr. Bob Backlund. And this is around the time when he was managing after he ended his in-ring career. This is, I think, New Gen Backlund. He does have the red suspenders, the red bow tie, and he's even going to have like the towel that does say Mr. Backlund with the red, white, and blue, which I really do like. And I believe it starts at WWE Legends Series 30 when we do get these Build-A-Figures. And we also did get a rendering image of WWE Legends Series 31, the Diamond Stud, which was Razor Ramon, Scott Hall's character back in WCW before he became Razor Ramon. So I'm actually really excited that we are getting a younger Scott Hall in our collection with one of his older characters. So now let's get into all the Monday Night War WWE Elite figures that were shown off. And we've already have seen some of these, which I believe right now some of them are actually hitting the shelves right now at Walmart. And we'll go over those real quick. We do have American Badass Undertaker, which this might be, for me, an Elite figure of the year. But also Brian Pillman as well in the Hart Foundation gear with the jeans and the crutches, 97 look. That's also one that I could see as a contender Elite figure of the year. Then we also do have here John Tenta when he was the Shark in WCW. And we also do have Eric Bischoff with the gray hair. And the Build-A-Figure is Michael Cole, which I think it was revealed last year around this time. So that's definitely a wave that I'm looking forward to. And then we do have the next wave on display as well. We do have a re-release of an Attitude Era Rock with the black and the red button up here with the jeans. No shirt underneath. And we also do have here a NWO Wolfpack Lex Luger in some very weird attire. Don't remember him wearing this at all. But then we also do have here a GI Bro, one of the wacky gimmicks that was given to Booker T in WCW. And then we also do have the Make a Difference Fatu, which we've been seeing this figure for the longest time, it feels like. But it looks like it's ready to go, and it will be a part of this Monday Night Wars wave. And you'll get to build a Big Bubba Rogers, which is Big Boss Man in his NWO attire, which I think looks really freaking good. So now let's go over some of the rendering images and some prototypes that we got to see on display. and these were announced for the very first time. The first one a lot of people are talking about is Sid Vicious, and this is him in his attire when he was looking for Goldberg. He's got the bag, he's got the Concord 11s on. Great looking head sculpt. He's got the vest. This is going to be a really awesome looking figure that I can't wait to get. That's a cool WCW moment. The next figure I am beyond excited about. This is one that I never thought in a million years we were ever going to get this figure again. And this is the first time in the line because we have gotten them in the past in Titantron, Classic Superstars, Bone Cruncher, but we never gotten a WWE Mattel figure of him. And that is Steve Blackman. This right here is probably my favorite reveal of this entire San Diego Comic-Con 2025 so far. And he's going to come with the Hardcore Championship. He's going to come with some karate sticks. And he's also going to come with the cheese head. My God, this Steve Blackman is my favorite reveal. I cannot believe we're actually getting this. And I really hope that they do give us that updated WWE Elite packaging. You can keep the same style, but just give us that little bit of a longer window so that if he does make a rare Comic-Con appearance or something, I can get that signed. Because, my God, Steve Blackman has been on my wish list for the longest freaking time possible. And I just want more mid-card Attitude Era guys. I hope that this opens the door for a Crash Holly, a Hardcore Holly. There's so many of them. Even, the Mean Street Posse. I really want to get more underrated guys like a Steve Blackman in this collection. So I'm actually very, very excited about adding Steve Blackman to the collection. Probably my favorite reveal by far. Then we also do have a new updated Chyna, and this is around the time when she was having her singles run as the Intercontinental Champion, and I think that this looks great. And then we also do have a WCW Roddy Piper. Looks like he's got a little bit more of a longer hair. He's going to have the jacket. He's going to have the kilt. All that good stuff. Moving on now, we do have some DX figures that were also revealed here. And we have a new Road Dogg with the DX football jersey, which, yeah, this is one that I've definitely been wanting for a while. And we also do have a WWE Elite Billy Gunn with the black tights and the blue and pink lips on them. And this is a nice 1999, maybe early 2000s New Age Outlaws, which I do like. And we also do have here a LWO Eddie Guerrero in the gold tights here. And we also do have a Rick Steiner from his WCW run. And then the two Build-A-Figures that were revealed in the rendering images. We have DX X-Pac's debut, which, yeah, this is one that I'm definitely excited about building because the debut is definitely a defining moment there. He's going to have the jeans. He's going to have the leather jacket. And he's going to have the DX shirt underneath it, which looks great. And then the one that I'm probably the most excited about is a WCW Charles Robinson Build-A-Figure. Charles Robinson, this is long overdue, and I love that they're actually giving us more referees, and we're getting more personnels. This is great shit. And Charles Robinson, one of the best referees in the WWE. This is well deserved, and I hope eventually, speaking of referees, we get a Mike Chioda figure or an Earl. We need Earl Hebner. That right there, you could throw in a box set with maybe a Montreal Screwjob with Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. But yeah, this is not the time to fantasy book because we're already probably an hour in with these reveals because there's just so much to talk about. And we might as well move on now to the WWE Elite main line. And there's definitely a lot to talk about, go over, and we're just going to go all over the place here. I don't know what sets, what waves they're in, but we're just going to talk about it. So here we go. Starting things off with the reveals in the beginning of this con, we got American-made, the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus. They're going to be getting their first time in the line figures as elites. So I'm excited to add I'm always excited to add a new character to the collection, especially the modern shelf. So American made, well deserved. Then we also did get first time in the line. This was one of my early wish list predictions. and I've been wanting these figures since they signed with WWE, and that is Motor City Machine Guns. And it looks like they're going to be in their attire when they won the tag team championships, that black and yellow, which is going to look so good. I'm excited for a Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley fully articulated figure. Then we also do have here more Elite figures revealed as well, and these ones were also on display. We do have here a new Io Sky, and it looks like she's going to be coming with a colorful trash can, I think from the War Games match. So I'm excited to finally get an updated Io, because I think it is a little bit long overdue since we last got her figure. Then we do have here an Andrade, finally an updated one. He's also going to be coming with the Speed Championship, which I hate the Speed title, but I actually really like this attire for Andrade. I think the formula looks great. I love that we're going to have an interchangeable head with the mask that he does come out with. So I do like that. Then we also do have a Stone Cold with the baseball jersey. And man, I really hope the back of that baseball jersey has the skull on the back of it. One of my favorite Stone Cold attires. And I might have to end up making a Stone Cold shelf at this point, because it's so hard for me to cut Steve Austin's, because he just had so many great iconic looks. Then we also do have here a new updated Damian Priest post Judgment Day, which I think that this figure looks really good. I love the gear choice they went with here. Love all the little bells and whistles. Then for some rendering images, we also do have here Julia, which was announced, I believe, during WrestleMania WWE World. Can't wait to get that in hand. I'm actually kind of glad that it's going to be her NXT look to start, because, my God, amazing moment. Then, of course, we already knew that we were going to get her first time in the line, WWE Elite, Stephanie Valkyrie. And right now, she is over. So I cannot wait to get a Stephanie Valkyrie figure. We even got the prototype on display, and this is one that I think a lot of people are very excited about. Then we also do have here a Demolition Crush figure as well, and we did get him a while ago, but obviously with the new technology and like the new articulation and everything, yeah, we definitely need to get an updated one. Then we also do have here a Jacob Fatu in the black and red attire, which I think that this figure looks really freaking good. Then we also do have here a first time in the line, Coco Beware Elite figure. And I think the Crush and the Beware are in the main Elite line. I could be wrong. Like I said, it's all over the place. There's so much that was revealed. Wish I kind of separated day 1 and 2. But yeah, it's just been all over the place. So I decided to combine it into one. Then we also do have here, it looks like Survivor Series War Games. We have a CM Punk and Roman Reigns, which, yeah, this looks really good. We even do have the prototype on display. We're even getting CM Punk rolling his eyes. Roman just with the smirk, which I think is going to be a great looking head sculpt that you could throw on him. And yeah, the CM Punk gear looks amazing as well. This is one that I really wanted an Ultimate Edition for, but honestly, not complaining at all. Just glad that we're getting it. And I actually really like the new head sculpt with CM Punk, with more of like the puffier, slick back hair in the front, which I think does look good. And yeah, we got quite some Elite figures that are coming out in the main line. So now let's get into the ones that were on display here. And starting off, we do have WrestleMania 40 Austin Theory to go with the Grayson Waller, which it's already too late because they broke up. And we do have here a Carmelo Hayes. And at first, I thought it was going to be like the shorts with what we saw in like rendering images and like prototypes. But it looks like it's going to be Carmelo Hayes with longer tights. And I love the shirt, the Mellow Don't Miss, the cut-up shirt. I think that that looks great. Then we do have here an Alba Fire figure, which I believe is from when she and Isla Dawn won the Women Tag Team Championships during one of the PLEs that were international. But too bad we're not going to get an Isla Dawn to go with that Alba Fire. Then we do have here a Gunter, which looks like it's pretty much an Elite version of that Ultimate that we got a little while ago, but he will come with the World Heavyweight Championship, which looks good. Then we do have here a CM Punk Bash in Berlin gear, which this is one of my favorite Punk gears. So I'm excited that we're getting the cut-up shirt. We're getting the new wrist. I love the wrist tape mold that they're using on these CM Punks. And man, that looks amazing. Just imagine like we were able to add like a bloody head sculpt to that. Oh, that'd be chef's kiss. Then we also do have here a first time in the line, Obafemi with the NXT North American Championship. And I actually really do like this head sculpt on him with the smile. I think they should have maybe given us like a serious head sculpt as well. But Obafemi, NXT current champion right now, this is definitely long overdue. Then we also do have here some more rendering images that were revealed as well. We do have here a Jey Uso in the white and pink attire with the pink Ulafala in the pink Yeet glasses. That looks good. Then we also do have here a new Rey Mysterio that's going to be in the Elite line with a cut-up LWO shirt. I actually really do like the attire on this Rey Mysterio. He's got the white and the red. And then we also do have here another CM Punk figure in his black and white attire, which looks good. And I think this is from the Raw Netflix debut when he went against Seth Rollins, if I'm not mistaken, but that looks good. Just a little disappointed that we didn't get a Bad Blood CM Punk and Drew McIntyre at all. So before we get into all the WWE Ultimate Edition reveals, let's talk about CM Punk, because they did show on the slideshow that we are going to be getting a Punkonomics figure probably at some point in 2026, and it will be a made-to-order Mattel Creation exclusive. So that is one that I know a lot of people are definitely going to be very excited about. I know I am. Wish that we would get maybe like the Chicago logo there, but that's not going to happen. But now with that being said, let's get into the WWE Ultimate Edition figures. And we might as well start off with some of the rendering images that were showing off. And we might as well begin with Larry. Larry is going to be an Ultimate Edition figure. First time in the line. I don't know. They'll probably just have him with CM Punk or something. I don't know how they're going to do this, because I wasn't there like during the reveals and everything. But getting a Larry figure, I'm excited about that. I know we did get one from Zombie Sailor, but this one's going to be articulated similar to Cody Rhodes' dog, Perea. I think that's how you pronounce her name, or his name. I don't know. But yeah, Larry, this is going to be a fun figure and makes me want to have a CM Punk shelf now. So one of the first things that a lot of people noticed in the WWE Mattel booth at San Diego Comic-Con was the new WWE Ultimate Edition real scale SmackDown ring. And it's the modern one. And the only way you can get the Ultimate Edition Jacob Fatu is if you purchase this in the ring, which you can do right now on Ringside Collectibles. And I'm not going to lie, I'm probably going to be getting this because I want that Ultimate Edition Fatu, because we're going to be getting those multiple head sculpts. We're going to be getting the same shirt that we did get with the Elite figure. But man, Fatu right now is one of the most popular guys. He is over. So I'm not surprised at all that they're doing this. And honestly, they might be taking my money here because, yeah, that Jacob Fatu looks really good. So now let's get into another Mattel Creation 2-pack that pretty much I believe, I don't know if pre-orders ended or not, but I believe you can get it on Mattel Creation, and it will be coming out in the fall of this year. And that is Brandy Rhodes and Cody Rhodes from WrestleMania 40. And this is definitely has a big possibility of being Ultimate Edition figure of the year. This Cody Rhodes mask, my God, looks great. Brandy looks great. Like, we've already seen this, but the packaging, the final product looks so freaking good. And I love this Ultimate Edition packaging that they do have here, especially with like the blue, and then you got like the gold trim. They did a great job here, and I think the final product looks amazing. And I'm glad that they did take their time on this one. And one that I already did pre-order, I will be doing a review video on, and I'll be happily adding that to my collection. So now let's get into the Colosseum Collection. And we do have one that's already up for pre-order on Ringside Collectibles. So it looks like we're going to be going from Amazon now to Ringside, which I do like a lot better. I think Ringside is definitely the best wrestling figure site to go and get your action figures on. We do have here a King Kong Bundy and a Jesse Ventura. And it looks like this Jesse Ventura is going to be pretty much similar to his WWE Jax Classic Superstars. And this is his wrestling attire. King Kong Bundy. Oh, this looks great. This is basically an upgrade from that old Matty Collectibles early WWE Mattel Legends Elite figure that we got in the early days. He will come with the same shirt and everything. So I'm actually very stoked about that. And definitely was right about him having a Legends deal, I guess. So pretty much they'll both be coming in a 2-pack in the Colosseum Collection. And this is one that I have already pre-ordered. Moving on now, we do have the Attitude Era Dudley Boys Ultimate Editions. I'm assuming this is going to be a 2-pack, probably ringside exclusive, similar to the Usos, Steiner Brothers, Outsiders. And yeah, these ones I'm very excited about. Already pre-ordered them on ringside. And these are perfect Attitude Era Dudleys. This is like 2000s. And they got the blue camouflage going on. Bubba and Devon look great. I love even like the tongue expression, head sculpt. This is just a great looking one. Wish they did something more with the packaging because it is an exclusive. Maybe like have like the table background. I think that would have looked really good. But Devon and Bubba finally getting Attitude Era ones. I love those ECW Elites. But this is what I really love, and I really do hope we do get like a 2001 Dudleys with like that maroon camouflage. Moving on now, we do have a Mattel Creation exclusive, Jesse Ventura, and this is announcer Jesse, and I know this is the one that a lot of people are definitely very excited about, looking forward to. Similar packaging to the CM Punk, to the Cody Rhodes, to the Logan Paul that we've gotten as exclusives previously. But man, this Jesse Ventura looks fantastic. If there is one that I would want in my collection, if I can only pick one, it would definitely be this one by far. And I love, like, we get the cowboy hat. We also do get the cowboy boots. And he even has like the button up, which looks great. He's also going to have the do-rag, the cowboy hat, and even the commentary headset, which looks good. And one that I'm actually very excited about adding to the old school shelf. But now let's get into some of the exclusives that we do have here. And we do have a Amazon exclusive Final Boss Rock from WrestleMania 40 with the white jumpsuit. And pretty much it's going to be an upgraded Rock that we did get in the main event. We're getting in the main event line. So if you really want to get a up-the-scale Rock, that's the one right there. And then we also do have a Ringside Collectibles exclusive Ultimate, Shawn Michaels, coming soon from Royal Rumble 1995. And in my wish list, I had 1998 Rumble. So a little close there, but I'm never going to complain about a Shawn Michaels figure, especially if it's Ultimate Edition. I love the gear. It looks so good as a prototype, and one that I'm definitely really excited about getting eventually. Also, we do have here some WWE Legend Ultimate Edition figures that are Target exclusive. And currently, right now, you can get the DX Shawn Michaels. You can't get it on the app. So good luck going to Target and asking somebody for help because, yeah, this was one of the most stressful Target toy hunts I've ever had recently. Then we also do have here the Purple Undertaker, which I believe will be coming out, I want to say this fall. And this is one that I'm definitely very excited about getting, upgrading my Elite to this. Then on display here, we do have more WWE Legend Ultimate Edition figures. We do have here a Halloween Havoc 1998 Rey Mysterio with the ripped mask, which I freaking love. He's also going to come with the WCW Cruiserweight Championship, get some added value there. Then we also do have here a Bray Wyatt WWE Ultimate Edition that will be a Legends exclusive. I believe that one's going to be coming out real soon as well. And it's more of the Wyatt family, Bray Wyatt. So I'm excited about that. You're going to get the fedora. You're going to get the lantern. You're going to get the old colorful button up there. And this is one that I'm definitely super excited about. And then for rendering images, they showed off a Hacksaw Jim Duggan WWE Ultimate Edition. And yeah, this is a must. You're going to get the United States flag. You're going to get his King of the Ring crown. You're also going to get an old school Hacksaw Jim Duggan shirt. And you're even going to be getting a 2x4. This is a great Hacksaw. And like, this is like the best Hacksaw Jim Duggan figure that we're probably ever going to see. So I'm actually super stoked about that. Now let's get into the Monday Night Wars, which is Walmart exclusive. Some of those Ultimate Edition figures they did have on display. And they did have the Stone Cold there, which we already have. So we're not even going to go over that. But we do have here a Kurt Angle from 2000. He'll have both the Intercontinental and European Championship. I actually do really like this Ultimate Kurt Angle a lot better than his first one that we did get a little while back. I think that this is a way better looking Angle. I do love that blue singlet with the stripes and the stars. I think that looks amazing. Also, we do have here a WCW Ultimate Edition Scott Steiner. And this is when he came out with the Tiger. He's also going to come out with the newly sculpted World Heavyweight Championship. And yeah, this Scott Steiner is perfect. You're also going to get the straight jacket with him as well, which I think is kind of cool. But yeah, it's about time we get a WCW Scott in there. Then we also do have here a WWE Ultimate Edition DDP WCW, which I think looks really freaking good. And it looks like here you're going to be able to get the NWO shirt there. You're going to get some interchangeable hands. You're going to get some shades. You're also going to get a necklace there and some really cool interchangeable hands. Like, I think that this DDP looks great. And I'm definitely going to be replacing those Elite ones with this Ultimate Edition. No doubt about that. And let's move on now to the main line for WWE Ultimate Editions here. And I believe these figures will be coming out pretty soon, the ones that we're going to talk about now. And that is Eddie Guerrero, Uncle Howdy, and Tiffany Stratton. I believe you can go pre-order those right now on Ringside Collectibles. Uncle Howdy, this is one that, I don't know. I think you definitely could have thrown somebody else in there instead of Uncle Howdy because he does have that Walmart 3-pack coming out. So I feel like it's unnecessary that we need an Ultimate Edition one. But hey, it is what it is. We also do have Tiffany Stratton as well with her Money in the Bank purse, which I think looks great. And I will say the head sculpt that's on the figure, I'm not a fan of, but I really do like that head sculpt that is on display that's next to the figure there. I think that looks a lot more like her. I really do like the gear choice here. I think they are getting a little bit better with the Tiffany Stratton figures. And hopefully they continue going down this path because she is a big star right now in their women's division. Then we also do have here a 2004 Eddie Guerrero. And I believe this is from Great American Bash 2004 with the purple tights and the gold cross on the sides of the tights. This Eddie Guerrero is a perfect Ruthless Aggression one that I am going to struggle to decide whether or not I need the No Way Out one or this one. And we'll make that decision when we get there. But this Eddie Guerrero looks so good. I wish they kept the more jacked arms, but it is what it is. He does come with the Texas bull rope that he did have in that match with JBL. But I remember getting this figure in Jack Specific form, and I freaking loved it. Also, we do have here more WWE Ultimates on display. We do have a Dirty Dom, which looks great. Pretty much an upgrade from his Elite figure. We do have here a new AJ Styles, which I think they said was greatest hits, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But the thing that gets me with this AJ Styles has got to be the Bullet Club mask. Oh, that is probably one of my favorite Ultimate Edition reveals there. And then you also have like the hair sculpted like he's going for the Phenomenal Punch, which I like. And I actually really do like this blue attire because he does wear it a lot. Then we also do have here a new Undertaker, and it looks like he's going to have the soft goods tank top underneath so you can roll the sleeves down when you go for like a tombstone or something. But I do think that looks great. Then we also do have here on display, we have Umaga as well. And he's another guy that this is going to be a great upgrade from that old Elite figure that we have. So very, very looking forward to that Umaga figure. Then we also do have on display, we do have that CM Punk, Logan Paul, and Bayley that we're pretty much going to be getting any day now. And then we also did get some rendering images as well here with the Ultimate Editions. And it looks like in the main line, we're going to be getting a War Games Rhea Ripley. This is one that I've really wanted for a long time, and I'm glad it's going to be Ultimate Edition. Like, this attire looks so good. Even the mask that we're getting with it, very excited about that. Then we also do have here a new Randy Orton. I actually really like the attire here on this Orton. And I think that this is going to be the one for my main roster shelf. And then we do also have Elimination Chamber 2025 heel turn John Cena Ultimate Edition. And I love that they gave us that straight heel expression when he looked at The Rock and sold his soul to him and attacked Cody Rhodes. A lot of people are definitely going to be picking up that John Cena for sure. But yeah, man, wow. They did such a great job here. So that is it for WWE San Diego Comic-Con Day 1 and 2 reveals. We're going to be doing a whole separate video on all the AEW Jazzware stuff that's being revealed, because I do kind of want to wait until we do get updated images. But guys, let me know in the comment section below, if you made it this far to this video, what are some of the figures that you're excited about that they revealed? Mine, the number one is got to be Steve Blackman, because I'm a huge Attitude Era collector. I am so excited about that. But guys, if you enjoyed the video, please smash that like button now, because this definitely took me a lot of work to do, because I do want to try to give you guys the best images, and I want to give you guys my genuine thoughts on it and not half-ass it, which is why this video is so long. So please smash that like button now. It really does help with the algorithm. And if you're not a best one yet already, subscribe, turn on the post notifications, because when we do get these figures in hand, we are going to be reviewing them here for you awesome people. Links down in the description box below. You can go follow me over my social medias, and you can go check out We Are Wrestling. All the links down below. I actually did do a podcast extra on the passing of Hulk Hogan. I wanted to share some of my favorite memories of him and pretty much put him over. So if you guys do want to go watch that tribute video that I did, it is up on the We Are Wrestling YouTube channel. But of course, to all the best ones out there worldwide, we are taking over. Peace.